Greetings. This is an answer to a question asked on my video book game. It's a question from Janet Mwangi, and it goes as follows. So if we don't follow the written history of, say, ancient Egypt, where else can we find the information to research? Well, we can find the information to research anywhere. Like I was saying, the closest it is to the time period that we are dealing with, then the more accurate the information will be. Look for primary sources as a priority. And then it should be a process of elimination. The older the better, in other words. But the closest to the time period we are dealing with. For example, if we're talking about some events that took place 2500 BC, 2500 BC, if there's a record that's like from 2000 BC, most likely it would be more beneficial and informative than the document that's like 300 AD. You understand what I'm saying? Some people are hustling backwards. For example, some people are trying to do history with linguistics. In Africa, they have their way of saying Muhammad, which is Mamadou. And if I was to do the linguistic acrobatics of so many people, so many African-centered people, or so many Pan-African people who are trying to blackanize, if that's a word, who are trying to make everything black, everybody black, any significant in their eyes, historical person black, then one could say, well, in Africa, they say Mamadou. So Mamadou is the more accurate name for Muhammad, which is absolutely wrong, because before there was this name Muhammad, in Africa they never had Mamadou. They had Mamadou much later, after the expansion of Islam, or you could say the conquest of Muslims, but this is subject to debate. That was just an example. Because some people now, for example, are trying to use African words which are similar or derived maybe from the Medu Neter to try to say, well, the pronunciation is as such, because contemporaneously, this is the way they pronounce in such and such words. And I think it's wrong, because this is subject to debate also. But I think that the scholars agree that the closest thing to the Medu Neter, the ancient Egyptian language, which we call in written form hieroglyphics, I think the closest thing we have that we know of, besides the Egyptian language called Medu Neter, it is the Coptic language. And the Coptic language is still spoken to this day, even though it is more, I think you call it in English, liturgical language. But if I got the name wrong, it is a language used for religious purposes, like religious service at the church. I don't think, well, okay, it might be spoken by a few people, but unless I'm wrong, it appears that it is mainly spoken when it comes to religion. But I might be wrong about that. The Coptic language. You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm sorry for this. I will leave it there because it's about 4 minutes. I will keep it simple. If I did not really answer the question as you wish I would have, or did not understand it correctly, or did not address one or a few points that you wanted me to address, feel free to let me know. And if anybody else have a question, I'll be glad to share my 2 cents. Be safe and take care.